Alright, we're back everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So we got another bike out of my collection, which is a super rare bike. Well, in my opinion, super rare. One of these this bike is the Hutch, as you can see, 500 SEL Pro. These bikes were sold through department stores in Canada only. They were never sold to the US or anywhere else that I can know of. So they're pretty rare. They didn't make a lot of them. I think the reason why, some of the research I've been doing, I think the reason why most of these bikes were sold through Sears is because Hutch, this is an 86, so this is a 1986, kind of towards the end of the era of BMX freestyle. I think what happened was, and this is basically purely information that I've read online, whether it's accurate or not, Hutch started to go bankrupt a little bit because they had put so much promo in their bikes, the teams, the advertising, the marketing. They put a lot of money into, and also in the development of the bikes. So they were trying to recoup part of the market by offering lower cost, over the seas made bikes. So this is what you can call a department store bike. The 500 SEL Pro is very rare. They're not very well known among the Hutch community. This one is a full custom build. These bikes originally came chromed. They didn't come in any other color but chrome. So what I did is I decided to do something completely custom, basically basing it on the Hutch Trickstar and the Hollywood, which was kind of those bikes that came in the Hutch pink. So this is the Hutch pink color, as you see it here. I had a lot of modifications done to this bike when I was building it, because again, I wanted it to represent something that was completely different than what it was. First thing you can see obviously is the handlebars. These are not stock handlebars. These are modified to look like the ladder bars from the Trickstar and other bikes that had the same kind of handlebar. We have the original Hutch pads that were on here. These are genuine Hutch pads, by the way. Tech 77 levers, which were an add-on because it didn't come with these parts. Originally the bike was chrome and black and had pretty much just some low-end parts on them. They weren't really anything fancy. Even the stem was kind of, it looked like a replica Redline RL22 stem was what originally came on the bike. We have the Hutch, the grips on this bike. That's what originally, not originally came with this bike, but that's what I decided to put on the bike, just because I wanted more Hutch parts. This is an original Hutch stem, actually. Not that this came on the bike, but this is a stem that I found online. Probably one of the most expensive parts on this bike, actually, to be honest with you, because I wanted to have something original from that era. So we did that, and Hutch repop decals, and like I showed you the decals on the side, I had these decals custom made to kind of replicate the Hutch Trickstar logo, the same font. And down here we have the Redline flight cranks with the Hutch logo put in there. It's upside down right now, but you can see it. All the decals are repop. We get a lead back stem, repop decal again with the Dominator seat. We've got Skyways, and I added a few little extra things like KMC white chain and the pegs. Skyway mags. These pegs are by Atom Pegs, ATOM, on eBay. The guy makes some really good pegs. They're machined aluminum, so they're pretty cool. And these are, yes, they are the original forks to the bike. So they did come with pegs originally back in '86. So again, something unique. Same old gyro with the repop decals, new stem. But yeah, this is my '86 Hutch 500 SEL Pro, which I bought from a friend of mine in Montreal last year or a couple of years back. And when I bought the bike, I didn't really know much about it because it was one of those models that were not really heard of. And what kind of makes this thing stand out a little bit is the brake mount in the back. It's kind of weird looking. When there's no brakes there, you can see there's kind of looks like a happy face or a sad face or something like that in the rear. And it's unique to this bike only. So a lot of people say, oh, you know, it's based on a pro racer, it's both based on this, based on that. No, it's kind of unique to this one bike only. And it was the only bike that was sold with that brake mount and sold in Canada. So Sears is no longer a thing in Canada, it has been gone for quite some time now. And these bikes were no longer in existence after, I think, 86. I think 85, 86 was the last 2 years they made these. This is probably one of, I would say, roughly between 4 and 6 that exist in Canada still. I see them coming up every so often on Kijiji, but guys are asking stupid money for them, even though they think they're sitting on a gold mine. But this one, yeah, you'll never see another one like this, the way I did it. This is fully custom from A to Z. It was never meant to be pink. It was never meant to have, like I said, ladder bars and all the upgraded brakes, Diacomp brakes front and rear. So it truly is a unique build. I've had, oddly enough, I've been offered quite a bit of money for this bike. And I refuse to sell it because it's one of those things where it's, if I sell it, I know I'm going to regret it because I'll never get another one like it. So yeah, this is my personal Hutch bike. I do ride it, as you can tell by the tires. Tires are quite dirty. Did a lot of riding last year with it, and this thing rides like a dream. So the Hutch 1986 500 SEL Pro. This is one of my personal bikes from my collection, and there'll be more to come. So as always, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you on the next one.